Yo, what is good? My anniversary people, what is good, yo? Blade of the Immortal. I was actually kind of surprised at the direction they took this week. They pretty much just was like, Blade of the Immortal? Nah, this is girl who hired Blade of the Immortal. Let's only deal with her, screw that guy. Which I was trying to think of, maybe I missed something or when it was told to me, but I don't know how he's supposed to get to the other side of the gate. Seeing how she's going through all this trouble, I think I missed a little note or something of him saying, of her saying or him saying how he's gonna get across. I mean, he could be like a dead body floating by, and just play it off or something. But yeah, I don't know. Everything she woes through this week's episode, though, was actually pretty interesting in the grand scheme of how much information she had to remember, and not only how much she had to remember, but knowing that when this information kind of gets out or is being told, she has to play the part, she has to actually play the role of looking like not only someone who was 14 and has gone through childbirth, but is also someone who has experienced a lot of loss. And to think that she could tap into her parents losing their lives and use the same story she's supposed to use with this, the woman working tells her to use. It's like, geez, that's pretty dark to think that you just have to use those same emotions to get yourself by on this one trip. And that kind of goes to show you how much of this whole her dragging other people and her journey never being kind of her own, because she needs others to pretty much show us just how powerless she is. And without power, there's not much she can get done in this world because it's so necessary. So it's actually crazy to me to think that we're gonna probably see her maybe take out one of these guys or girls in the clan that she's trying to oppose. But to think that she's just going to get away with it, or get away with all of this and be able to live a happy life, definitely feels like it won't be the moral of the story at the end of the day, right? Like, it feels like it's just going to be something that she kind of regrets, or maybe won't even have time to regret because she'll get attacked, because she's already wanted now. Like, the shoguns or certain types of people are hunting her down, right? So you're already wanted in one of the worst ways. And not only that, you're hunting people that are absolutely much stronger than normal people, and they've been respected by the government as such. And yet you're trying to take them on for some reason. So good luck and goodbye, because it's going to be a rough ride for you to pull that off. And she knows that, but as of now, we really can't tell what she's going to be capable of at the end of the day, and what she'll be able to actually finish and bring to the table. Because I don't know, I'm just interested in how much they put into this one criteria of this episode of her getting past this gate, her getting the cut that's gonna, be a wound on her forever, that shows the wound of having a child that she's gonna bear with her, but actually never have had a child. She went through so much change through this one episode just to get further down the line to be capable to kill, seemingly is the moral of the story. It's just that regardless of what you gun for, whatever you try, you're going to lose so much in the process that you have to figure out, is all the stuff you're losing worth it? And are you gaining back anything worth the value of the stuff you're losing by continuing to portray or to portray, go after this revenge that you so seek and whatever. So I don't know. I'm really interested in seeing what you guys are feeling about all this. Overall, it's obvious what's kind of the true motives behind, um, the immortal guy. That character's super obvious and straightforward. Besides when he kind of acts coy, but he's going to practically take out anybody that does wrong by this girl or tries to, take advantage of her or whatever, so be it. Um, he's going to be there for her. That's kind of his role. That's kind of his part to play in all this. But to think that this show is more catered towards him than it is her, she doesn't seem as safe, or does she? Because we also seen that there's ways to take out immortals. It's been invented. All you got to do is find something worms are bad against, and you pretty much nailed it, right? So there's a lot coming with this show, and I've been enjoying it. I definitely want to see where it ends up, because with these shows being remade, it just goes to show you that there's so much different stuff in the market that can be overall seen as a profitable gain. And if you know that going back to these old school shows are profitable and they can make you more money, then why not continue to look for more and use them? The one thing I've been looking forward to is shows that haven't really, they have content to finish and they haven't finished it. Shows like that, I really hope we start to get ends of them, get to actually see what they were supposed to, what they were supposed to end like. Because if we get that, I'll be pretty happy with something like Log Horizon. So, regardless, let's keep praying that anime keeps going up towards mainstream, because that just means more of the older shows get to come into the fray, and newer shows, Demon Slayer and all those types of shows continue to shine and do great. But at the same time, we also get new, like, could you imagine a new looking Yu Yu Hakusho, or uh, Hunter Reborn, or Hitman Reborn, excuse me, Hitman Reborn, some stuff like that. Like, people would lose it and absolutely fall in love with it again and for the first time. So I think we're in such a great place for anime, and I can't wait to see what everybody's feeling on these types of shows, these remastered versions of these shows. Seeing how Diorio and Bebop came out looking amazing and the stories were really good. I can only imagine that they continue it with this, because I'm loving me some Blade of the Immortals. So with all that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you in the next one. So with that, peace.